the faith a little longer, huh?
I don't have much choice, do I?
I want you out of here. You know that.
Tell me what I'm signing.
What have I done now?
Wait till you're spoken to, Birdsworth.
Lizzie, I've had a phone call from a Dr. Craw about your brother Angus.
Angus?
He asked the doctor to contact you.
What's the matter with him?
It's bad news, I'm afraid. He's dying.
Oh.
He wants to see you.
Does he just?
I understand he's your only surviving relative. If you like, it could be arranged.
Bugger him.
What's your language?
He never did a damn thing for me. He never wrote once in all these years. Even before that, he couldn't have a bar of me, not unless he wanted something. I lent him 50 quid once, and I never got that back. All he ever cared about was horses.
Well, Lizzie, that may be so, but perhaps he wants to make his peace with you.
Nah, he's up to something. He never was any good.
Then you don't want to see him?
He could have been dead these past 50 years for all the brother he's been to me.
Well, I hope you won't regret it in the future.
I've been in here too long for that, Mrs. Davidson. Can I go now?
Yes.
He says he's very busy at the moment. Got a play for.
Oh, did you tell him you had a bucket full?
It's going to represent that woman we saw on the news last night.
What, the one that ran that bloke down? Oh, we can look forward to seeing her in here too, then. Oh, joke, Joyce.
I'm not in the mood.
Oh, come on, love. Now, don't let it get you down. And don't start counting the days, either. You'll go crackers. Everything happens in its own sweet time.
She'll have to plead insanity, I suppose.
Who? Oh, her. Insanity? Well, there's nothing insane in what she did. If I'd got my hands on the blokes that got my daughter hooked on drugs, the streets would have been piled high.
That's what she'll have to plead, though. Otherwise, she won't stand a chance.
Well, if I was in the jury, I wouldn't believe her. Everyone who kills someone these days says they were crazy at the time. As if you can be foaming at the mouth one minute and all right the next.
It happens.
Oh, look, either you're loony or you're not. You can't have it both ways. Well, you knew what you were doing, didn't you?
It's not that simple.
Well, well, the shearer's pin-up. Hey, what Davidson want?
She reckons me brother's dying. I didn't even know he was alive.
Hey, they're letting you out to see him?
Can if I want to.
When are you going to go?
I'm not. I don't want to see him.
What do you mean you don't want to?
He's always a proper bastard to me. He can hold somebody else's hand.
Oh, now, come on, that's not the point. Use your head. How long have you been inside?
Oh, years.
And have you ever had a day out?
Only with Doreen and Frankie.
Yeah, and what'd you do then? Climb over the fence and have a heart attack doing that.
It was worth it.
Now, come on, now, don't be stupid. Doesn't matter how you feel about your brother. This is probably your last chance to have a good look around outside. You'd be a bloody fool to turn it down. Next time you leave here, they'll be carrying you out. And you can bring a whole lot of presents back for your friends.
Oh, yeah? So that's the real reason you're interested in me having a day out?
Listen, you stupid cow. When my daughter died, they wouldn't even let me out to go to her funeral. Now they're offering you a day out on a plate to see someone you don't even give a damn about. And you reckon you're not going to go? Well, I'm telling you, if you don't go, I'll break your bloody neck.
Why this sudden change of heart?
Well, I've been thinking it over real careful, Mrs. Davidson, and I reckon I was a bit hasty, what with the shock and everything. After all, he is my brother. And I reckon if it's his last request, I should be big enough to forget our past differences and go to the poor old bloke if he's calling for me. I'm not getting any younger myself, and he's the only family I've got left, so I thought if he needs me, I should do what you say and go to him and make our peace.
I'm glad. I think you've made the right decision. I'm sure you won't regret it.
No. But how am I going to get to him? I mean, who's going to take me?
I'll take her, Mrs. Davidson.
Oh, I couldn't go with you. Not in that uniform. People would stare at me. They'd think I was a criminal.
Don't be stupid. You are a criminal.
Thank you, Miss Bennett, but I think I'll take Lizzie to see her brother.
If you want to accept the responsibility, don't forget she tried to escape with Doyle and Anderson. It's my opinion she doesn't deserve this privilege.
I'll be the judge of that.
I won't give you any trouble, Mrs. Davidson, I promise.
If you like, you may wear your own clothes.
Yeah? Wear my own clothes? Oh, I reckon they're old enough to be back in fashion.
Mrs. Warren, this is Mr. Wilson, my wife's lawyer.
How do you do?
Sit down. My wife won't be with us, Mrs. Warren. We thought it might be better that way.
Mrs. Warren, I won't waste your time or ours by beating around the bush. Now, I understand from Mr. Roberts you paid a visit on him last night, and to put it bluntly, demanded money from him.
I didn't demand anything. I went to talk.
About money.
My husband worked for Mr. Roberts for 8 years. I appealed to whatever feelings of decency he might have, considering how Bert died. I feel I'm owed something for what I'm going through. I'm alone now. I'm just not going to shut myself away and be quiet about it.
Blackmail is a serious offense, Mrs. Warren.
Don't use that tone of voice to me. I'm not blackmailing anyone.
Well, I could prove otherwise if you continue with this.
You can't take away a man's life and give nothing in return.
Mrs. Warren, if there is any compensation due to you, then the courts will decide it. Until then, you won't receive as much as a penny from Mr. Roberts. Now, I hope I make myself clear.
You haven't any conscience at all, have you? You said last night you were sorry, but you don't give a damn. I hope your wife burns in hell for what she's done to me.
Well, she's a crafty one. Grief-stricken 1 minute. Out for every penny she can get the next.
I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh, I wouldn't bet on it.
Couldn't we have done something for her?
Mr. Roberts, I've already explained to you, your wife is on trial for murder. Now, just think of how it would look if we paid the dead man's wife money.
I suppose you're right.
She'll be a witness for the prosecution, and they'd crucify us. I know you feel a certain responsibility, but you think about your wife. She is the one you should be worrying about. No one else.
Right, how you going, Di? Great. Okay, very good. Good girl, you finished already.
Last one to get it right's a rotten egghead.
Oh, leave them alone, Doreen. Can't you see they're trying to learn something?
Well, they're wasting their time then, aren't they?
Has everyone finished the first one?
Yeah.
That's not right.
You know.
Teacher will be cross, dummy.
Just ignore her, Di.
Hey, Mrs. Travers, this one's been cheating. What are you going to do about it? Keep her in after school?
Rack off, Doreen.
I wasn't talking to you, dopey. What are you, teacher's pet? Well, you can go without your play lunch. Hey, Mrs. Travers, what about teaching them some history?
Get out.
Make me.
I'll make you.
Doreen, stop.
You fail. Looks like I go to the top of the class.
No, I don't want to see you back in here again tomorrow. There's nothing wrong with you. Really.
You heard the doctor.
Yes, Miss Bennett.
You'll be pleased to know that Anderson and Travers have been separated.
Huh?
Yes, the governor insisted on it. After you'd been to see her.
I merely expressed an opinion. I'm concerned for the health of the prisoners.
I think you should confine yourself to medical opinions. Their accommodation and general welfare is the concern of prison officers.
If the women are going to assault each other, then I consider it my business. I'm the one who has to take care of them.
Then treat them and leave the rest to us.
You weren't going to do a thing.
That's my prerogative.
Is it?
You do your job, Doctor, and I'll do mine. Just don't meddle in things that don't concern you. You come down to earth yet? Drop off.
What's my name?
B.
Well, you remember that much?
Of course I remember.